Welcome to video 47 of Exposing the Beast System. Right now, I need you to forget everything that you have ever learned in this world and start fresh. Start fresh. Okay, now today we're going to talk about a subject that is, widely known and widely accepted as a problem. And that subject is plastics and exactly what they were designed for and what they do, the harm that they cause. Okay, now I'm no chemist, but I have done a little bit of research on plastics. People have asked me, Maxwell, do you think that plastics were designed and, intended to destroy the earth? Yes, I absolutely believe that. I absolutely believe that. There's less than 4% of all the plastics in the world get recycled. Even though they go into your recycle bin, even though they go to the sorting center, even though they charge you, they tax you for every little bottle that you buy. If you live in some states, some places don't, but a lot of them do. And you have to pay for that. You have to pay for that luxury of having that plastic. And there are a lot of different types of plastic. There are. There are a lot of different types of plastic. Chances are what you have in your hand right now is some type of plastic injection molding, some type of plastic. Everything today seems is made out of plastic. And that's by design. That's by design because plastic doesn't break down the way natural elements break down. It's just the way it is. Plastic bags were introduced in grocery stores to save the trees, save all the trees from all the paper bags. We have to save the trees. And now they're saying, well, now you have to pay 10 cents in California or some ridiculous 15 cents or something for a plastic bag at a grocery store if you don't bring your own. I mean, it's just another way to tax the human being. That's all it's about, just chipping away at the human being's existence the whole time they are in this realm. And that's by design. Yeah, there are a couple of types of plastics. You got polypropylene, polystyrene. These are just the building blocks in these items are what's called polylactic acid. Polylactic acid. And that's bad. But that's not even the worst element of all types of plastic. The primary building block of all types of plastic, and this includes injection molding, plastic recycling, and high density plastics. It's formaldehyde. Formaldehyde, embalming fluid. We've talked about this before. If you take the chemical compound of alcohol, what you drink, if you drink beer or you drink some type of, liquor, if you take that chemical compound and increase it by one number on the hydrogen side, you get formaldehyde. If you decrease it one side on the hydrogen side, you get ether or starting fluid. So formaldehyde is a definite problem. We already have that established. And, they put it in you after you're dead. But what they want you to do is absorb as much of it as you possibly can while you're alive. And that's the whole idea of plastics. That you absorb this through your skin. When you drink out of a plastic bottle, you're taking in a small dose of formaldehyde every time. Every time. That's crazy. That's crazy. They want to do us harm like that. They know that the building block of plastic is harmful to the human being, but yet they push it on us in everything in our life. Everything in our life. The fan that you have on right now, blowing the wind, chances are it's made of plastic. Your television set, made of plastic. Everything around you is made of plastic. The bumper on your car, the cover anyway, made of plastic. Everything. All this plastic overload. And like I said before, less than 4% of all plastic gets recycled. And that's just crazy. You can research plastic floating island and stuff like that. Now, do I believe all of that stuff? No, absolutely not. But I do understand that plastics are a problem. Plastics are a problem not only to the earth, because they were designed, they do everything that they can to try to destroy the earth, Short of lighting it on fire so far. They flooded it. They froze it. So only thing pretty much left to do is light it on fire. I mean, they've done everything else. I've seen that I've picked up 5 new subscribers since my last video. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. 2 I know in real life. 1 I know through a friend. So yeah, it's a great thing. It's a great feeling. You know, I appreciate the support. I appreciate knowing that I'm not the only person out there that understands this stuff. I understand that my subscribers understand the concepts that I present. You know, people think that I'm actually enjoy crushing paradigms and hurting people's feelings is basically what it boils down to, overwhelming their sensibilities, because that's what it is. Anytime that you have felt you've been tricked in any certain circumstance, it overwhelms our sensibility and our senses. And then it becomes an issue. And then we branch that issue out into something else. We blame, we put some kind of label on it for something else. It's just the way it is. It's the way the human being responds. You know, it's all by design. They design us this way. They design us this way. Yeah, you know, the water bottle that you have in your hand, it has a base component of formaldehyde. The remote control that you have in your hand has a base component of formaldehyde. The phone that you have in your hand has a base component of formaldehyde. It's just the way it is. It's the base component of all plastics. All plastics. And you know, the phone, not to mention the EMFs that it's giving off. The electromotive forces. If you don't know about electromotive forces, you need to research it. Because it's an issue. It's an issue with the human being, and it's going to become a bigger issue the more these towers keep going up in your neighborhoods. These big towers with these big antennas on it are nothing more than military hardware, folks. That's what they are. They're military hardware designed to identify you and sort you out through a social credit system. That's what's coming. That's what's coming. It's already up and running in China. It's already up and running in China. The plastics capital of the world. Man, you know how many plastics injection molding companies there are in China? Every piece of plastic that you pick up in a store says made in China on it. They're just trying to build that country up now. Just the way it is. They did it here 50, 60 years ago with all the manufacturing and all of that. It's all gone from here now. It's all moved to China. And it's all by design. They control everything. They control everything. They control the banks. They control the money. They control whether you get a loan. You know, it's a really sick system. They keep you trapped in it through debt. You know, you always have to pay taxes. You always got a bill to pay. You got a phone bill, electric bill, insurance bill, water bill, trash bill, cable bill, internet bill. It just never stops. It never stops. And that's all by design. It's all intended to keep you distracted from what they're actually doing. What they're actually doing. And they're harming humans. They're harming humans through chemistry. You know, we are just a big alchemy experiment to these people. They're just practicing alchemy on us at every angle, through the food, through the stuff that we drink. And by the way, please only drink distilled, structured water. I see that I've had some comments about water distillers. Yes, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Welcome, Trish. Welcome. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to be awake, and I know that my subscribers are awake to at least some of the deceptions. You know, all truths will be revealed. That's what was told to us. That's what was told to us. All truths will be revealed. And you know, they can't trick everyone all the time. You can trick some of the people some of the time, but you cannot trick all of the people all the time. Sorry to inform you. But they already knew that. All they can trick is the dumb people. The smart people who have found a way around their system already have them figured out. You know, we already know the who, and we already know the why. You know, these people are diabolical degenerates. That's all. Diabolical degenerates. This is the best way to describe these people. There's no better way to describe them. You know, people think that Donald Trump is the savior of the United States. Donald Trump is doing the biggest crime against humanity right now that I've ever seen in my lifetime. Putting up all these towers. You know, it's the government that's putting these towers up. None of these towers say Verizon. None of these towers say T-Mobile. None of these towers say AT&T. They're all owned by the same people. They're all owned by the same people. Well, plastics are bad for you. Remember that. Remember that. Try to recycle as much plastics as you can. I only use glass. I use glass. I drink out of glass all the time. Here, this is what I'm drinking out of right now. It's the same cup that I've been using. Yeah. I drink out of glass. I don't use plastic. I use plastic as minimal as possible. As minimal as possible. Because I know what it's made of. Formaldehyde. And you need to do a little bit of research on that. It's just not good. I mean, if they put it in you after you're dead, must be some devil concoction. Must be some devil concoction to try to keep your spirit from moving on or whatever. Who knows? Who knows what these people are up to? Who knows what it all means? Nobody knows the absolute truth. None of us, anyway. None of us. And with that, I'm going to end video 47 for the day. I've had a good week. I hope you all have a blessed weekend. I'll see you soon.